Alright, so we're starting to get into the Rahkeid versus Sting fight. Sting is pretty much a little confused over the fact that Rahkeid says his last name is Dragneel, that he still has the same scent as Natsu, and everyone else that's there is pretty much explaining that he's a Dragneel, they're related to each other, Zeref's his father, Natsu's his uncle, and he's pretty much Sting's having trouble kind of trying to grasp it. So then Sting goes on to say that everyone has their own specific scent assigned to them, and even though that they're maybe parent or child, brother, sister, all that kind of things, everyone's going to have maybe a similar smell, but at the same time be different at the same time. And the fact that Rahkeid and Natsu have the exact same smell is throwing him off. And Rahkeid goes on to state that Natsu is also Zeref's child in a sense, which makes me think, okay, Natsu was kept alive by Zeref, in forms of being put in a test tube and everything, being transformed into a demon and whatnot. And so with Rahkeid saying that he is a child of Zeref, I'm thinking maybe Rahkeid was kind of put in a test tube in a similar situation. He's a test tube baby as well. So maybe the whole Mavis and Zeref thing, like I'm saying, maybe Zeref took a bit of Mavis's DNA and didn't actually do the do, but in a sense, he just said, okay, my DNA mixed with Mavis's DNA, and maybe even in a sense a little bit of Natsu's DNA, that's just a little bit of speculation. I'm putting in a test tube, this is be my kid, I'm form him from a little fetus into a growing actual human. So there's still some more speculation on whether Rahkeid is legitimate or if he is a test tube baby in that sense, but that's all the kind of remark he had in this chapter anyway, and pretty much goes back towards the fight between him and Sting. So at the beginning of the fight, it seemed like Sting had a bit of an advantage over Rahkeid with him being able to absorb light and white magic, but kind of got brushed off pretty quickly by Rahkeid. He just had that sense of like, I was just testing your abilities and now I'm just gonna bring it all down upon you with his new form magic of freaking hunger magic. So now once he released that magic, things got a bit goofy on this part of the chapter, but that's alright because it's pretty funny seeing everyone hallucinating that the person next to them is a piece of food. Everyone's like trying to munch out on each other. We see Yukino and Kagura start eating each other. Freaking Sting's trying to eat Lecter. Lecter's like, what the fuck's going on? Stop, but I'm hungry too. And it's pretty funny seeing a little Frosh be like, I'm really hungry right now, but I always eat with Rogue, so I'll wait. Let's see some good loyalty in there. Cool little dude. Alright, so then Sting kind of like snaps out of it, kind of like just for a moment, and kind of knocks everyone out so they don't hurt each other, so he doesn't hurt them, and that way he's able to focus strictly on Rahkeid. Now, when he tries to fight him, of course, his hunger, like every other Dragon Slayer, pretty much is in correlation with their magic, so if they're hungry, they're not going to be able to fight. And Rahkeid sees this and pretty much just like kind of mocks him, just like kind of tosses him aside, just slaps him around a bit, and pretty much brings out, out of nowhere, his big-ass cross he threw at Sting earlier in the chapter, and it's just like, it disappeared at that moment, and somehow reappeared again here to give Sting what kind of seems like a fatal blow, but you know, it's not going to happen. It's very dope. So in regards to his big-ass cross thing, I wonder if he has like telepathy magic over it, if it responds to him in a certain way or not, if it's just like some sort of magic tool for him to use. That's it's just a little speculation. Maybe it has nothing actually to do with Rahkeid. Maybe it's just plot convenience for the chapter that Hiro Mashima wrote, but never know. And here, Sting still gets up, you know, that friendship power, showing that he's doing this not just for him, for his guild, but also Fairy Tail, for Natsu, for showing him the light, being his role model and everything, and pretty much that kind of like hits a nerve with Rahkeid just a bit, and pretty much saying that, you know, don't worry about him, because I'm going to kill him. Because we know he still hates Natsu. We see a little bit more of that because of this, and pretty much since Zeref showed more affection towards Natsu, Rahkeid wants to kill Natsu and be the one to do it. Just show a little rebellion towards Zeref, saying, you know, fuck your plan, I'm gonna take him out. You never loved me, I'm gonna take away what you love. And at this point, conveniently, Rogue shows up, replaces Yukino. I guess there's like a switcheroo teleportation magic kind of deal going on. And he's basically like, okay, I'm here to help, I'm just gonna give you my magic at the last minute. And pretty much a little bit of argument between him and Sting at the moment. So Sting shuts up anyway and begins to absorb Rogue's shadow magic, and in turn this is like kind of what Natsu did back on Tenra Island when he emptied all of his original flame to absorb Zankro's god flames and use it against him. So in turn, Sting absorbs Rogue's shadow magic, absorbs it into him, and becomes the new White Shadow Dragon Slayer, which is pretty damn cool considering since Rogue became the White Shadow Dragon out of freaking vengeance, going back in time and all that, yada yada. So now it's Sting's turn to be in the spotlight and be the one to wield this awesome stuff and pretty much use it against Rahkeid, see how that kind of turns out, and with Rahkeid revealing that his magic is based off of 3 human mortal desires, being sexual desire, desire for hunger, and desire for sleep. So we gotta look into what his main uses of his magic are, being a little bit at the mystery, but slowly coming into the light. Now we see it. So let's see which of these new magics he brings out. He states his next magic is going to be Eternal Rest, the RIP magic, which I believed he used earlier on when he was first introduced. Let's see if it has any effect on Sting right now, but with the way Sting's moving, he's probably going to be using that shadow to glide through the grounds, all freaking rogue style. Bring a few new tricks up his sleeve, little new variations to his own magic as well. So right now, really looking forward to the next chapter. Sting and Rogue were a little like kind of discount Gajeel and Natsus when they were first introduced, but now I'm seeing a little bit more of redemption from them. Hopefully they can live up to a little bit more of the hype that's going on right now. So pretty solid chapter with this one. We got to see Sting take the form of the new White Shadow Dragon Slayer. Got to see Rahkeid's magic and what his properties are based off of. And in the beginning, like I said, theory that Rahkeid is also a test tube baby. Just all sorts of awesomeness right now. Just looking forward to next week's chapter to keep this fairy tale awesome train rolling. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. This is Nigel Ascur signing out. Later.